has almost fully committed. Be ready for my mark.
Brothers, welcome back to another video, and as you can see, we now have 12 players in an operation mission in Space Marine 2. These are the days that I used to pray to the Emperor for. Now, this is a mod, and I know some people are concerned about mods and stuff like that. I'll get onto that in a second, but firstly, I just want to shout out the mod. This is coming from Warhammer Workshop. I'll include the Discord in the description in case you want to go over there and download the mod and play this with more than 3 of your friends. I'll also include his support link in the description in the comment section, so if you like the mod and you want him to keep doing what he's doing, then you can go and support him as well. Now, one of the biggest criticisms I had of Space Marine 2 was the player limit. I was always asking the developers during production and stuff, are we going to get more players in the game? I always wanted that feeling of having maybe like a full Battle Brothers squad and purging with everyone. And basically, the developers have given us this because they've given the green light to this mod. They literally went out there and said, hey, we're happy with this. This is how to achieve this. They've helped this mod do this. So for me, I see this as a green light of the developers giving them the funds up and letting us have this type of fun in the game. Now, what you're seeing in the background is the first iteration of this mod. It's literally testing this mod, so if you see some like frame rate drops and stuff like that, then you can completely be understandable why that is happening. One thing I did get questions on when I was talking about this is how balanced this is. At the moment, it's completely unbalanced. You go in there and you destroy everything because, let's face it, there's 12 Space Marines in a game just literally purging. But that's one of the big things he's going to be working on now in the future. He's balancing things, making bosses more durable, like basically raid bosses. So when you go in there with your friends, it feels like an MMO/dungeon experience. You and all your battle brothers going in there and actually fighting a boss, like mobs themselves, giving them more HP and giving them more of a veracity of attacks and stuff, so the game feels more balanced. But me seeing this, me playing this with these chaps last night, it absolutely opened my eyes. It was like a brand new game, seeing everyone with all their cool customizations in there, all the different weapons and stuff options you can have on different classes and stuff. It really did feel like a brand new game, and I loved every single second of this. And you can do this with every operation that's in the game, the new one to the first ones that they implemented in Space Marine 2. And speaking to Warhammer Workshop, the chap who made this mod and many other of the big mods for Space Marine 2, his intentions are to put this mode over in the new Horde mode that's coming. Now again, what I stated in my video about that when they announced it, when they showed it all off, they did say it's 3 players maximum, but now we know we can achieve at least 12 players in that. So it's going to be great to actually jump in with 11 other friends in that mode, wave after wave, last stand. It's going to feel like you are with a full battle squad, just purging wave after wave of enemies. This is the kind of thing I always wanted in the game, and I'm so bloody glad we're getting it now with the modding community. I love developers that allow this type of stuff. There's so many new games out there that can do so much more if they allowed the modding community to take a part of their game. And thankfully, Saber is allowing the modding community to do this. And this is what we're getting now. Little things like this where it brings a little bit more enjoyment, a little bit more fun to a game that we all love and adore. And this mod is currently being worked on for PvP as well. So at the moment in time, we can only take 6 versus 6, 12 players. Now the intention is to up that in PvP, so we're going to have bigger scale PvP games. Maybe the future of Space Marine 2 is the modding community, with adding more players to the PvP games so we can jump in and experience bigger scale battles. Once again, the modding community bringing an extra level to a game which we enjoy. This is the kind of things I absolutely love to see, and I think it's a great thing to add this to Space Marine 2, and I'm hoping the developers keep backing this type of progress. Again, I will say it for people who may have missed this, the developers are fully behind this type of modding and bringing it to the game. And as I mentioned at the start, one of the big concerns when it comes to modding is, oh, am I going to lose my save file? How's it going to work with the actual game itself? Well, you don't have to worry about that anymore. That's what I used to worry about. I was in the same boat as a lot of people, but now what Warhammer Workshop has done, he's also released a mod launcher. So basically what you do now before you start the game, you just select what mods you want and then you play with those selected mods. If you don't want to play with mods and you just want to play as the vanilla game and just jump in as just, you know, the normal Space Marine 2 experience, you can now do that as well. It makes it so easy, so just accessible to all type of mods on the market. Again, an absolute another win coming for the modding community and another win for the community that loves playing Space Marine 2. I cannot recommend this enough. When I was playing this mission with these chaps, because again, this was just a test, it felt like a dungeon. That's all I can say. It felt like a World of Warcraft experience. Like everyone like had custom armor. You can probably see like chaplains in the background. There's like bulwarks with like fancy capes and stuff, axes. There's an apothecary in there somewhere and stuff like that. It just felt so cool. Like I'm playing as a tactical right now, but I've got like a power sword because the mod brings a bunch of new customization to the game as well. So you can have power swords on your classes, etc. So it adds that little bit of more customization and a little bit more coolness to the game in terms of character customization. Absolute 10 out of 10 mod. I'm loving every second of it. Now the next step is of course balancing it, as I mentioned before, because it did feel a little bit easier. So I know Warhammer Workshop is going to go in and balance all the mobs and stuff to make it way more harder for this amount of players in the game. But it's a great start. I think it ran fantastically well. You can see my video in the background now. That was one of my concerns. Is it going to lag out? Is it going to be a problem? But no, I thought it ran really, really nice. Yeah, there was a few frame drops here and there, but again, this is literally the first iteration of this mod. This is 0.01 of the mod. It was a full-on test at this point, and I thought it did fantastically well. Massive shout out to Warhammer Workshop again. Massive shout out to everyone over on Discord for helping me test this and show it all off to you chaps today. I think they've done a fantastic job. If you want to go and download the mod for yourself, then again, the Discord link is in the description of this video. The support link is in the description of this video. Go and check it all out. Jump in, and you and 11 friends can now purge together. Anyway, thank you for coming. Thank you for watching. Got any feedback, thoughts, anything like this, post it down below and we can have a nice little chin wag down there as we always do. See you now. Have a great day and bye-bye.